And we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye. And when Santa squeezes his fat white ass down that chimney tonight, he's gonna find the jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house.
Don't wait till the night before Christmas to be good.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 12 of the 12 Podcasts of Christmas. We made it to the end of 2018's event. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Francois Nation. That scared the hell out of me.
I'm Santa Claus.
And for the first time, I'll be the one to admit, mask off. You've all been wondering this whole time. Who is that guy? I'm the Bison Wilderness.
Yes, that is a fact.
He's not a nameless vigilante, a whisper in the night.
I am the Bison Wilderness.
I am the Bison Wilderness.
No, I am the Bison Wilderness.
I think it's a little easier to pour the juice in first.
I wanted to taste some of the wine without the juice.
Moscato fruit should be nice and sweet.
It's sickly sweet.
So, to celebrate, we are podcasting today to celebrate.
We're celebrating the podcast.
By podcasting. Funny story. So while we were back, Andrew was just talking about, just kind of talking about the toys we went through in the last episode, and then just showing us which. We're not going to show you which ones he owns and shit like that, but he was telling us all about
the ones we only highlighted the ones he owns
or owned.
Or owned, sorry.
That's
so
all.
Owns and owned. We didn't do the ones he wants to own. We just did the ones he owns or has owned.
That's my Amazon wish list. You can check it out if you want to buy me something.
Yeah.
Excellent. Final episode. We're not going to get too drunk. This one's going to be aired. It's going to be wonderful. 12 episodes. We did it again. 2 out of 5.
I was going to say, how many times have we uploaded number 12 and shared it?
I think we did the first year for sure.
Yeah,
we did, but it was in fucking March.
Yeah.
This one will be the second time we filmed and scheduled.
This will probably Christmas. This might be the first successful one that's come out in December.
No. We did
year 3.
Number 3 came out every second day.
Did it? Was it perfect?
Yeah, it was all done well.
Oh, okay.
Cheers to that.
Hey, pretty decent record. 2 out of 5.
3
out of 5. 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5?
Well, sorry. 3 out of 5 we did all 12.
Oh, I see.
2 out of 5 were before
came out.
Christmas.
Did number 2 not come out? All of them? I think only 1 year we haven't released all of them.
No, it must have been at least 2 years.
No, you're right. Year 2 we released them all, but they were it was into again. It was
into February.
Was it only last year we didn't release them all?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
I could have sworn there was 2 years that number 12 didn't get seen. Maybe not.
We'll check.
And the funny thing is, was last year the really drunk?
Yeah.
Yes, last year
It
was
was the crazy amounts.
That was the 5 hour, because it was the 1 year it was it was so long, it was 3 hours, and then the next you crushed it the next year with 5 hours.
I didn't even feel like 5 hours.
Not at all.
No.
Yeah, that's very much, because we get to that level of drunk, and then we just keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Do whatever you want.
Brad just keeps it's every 10 minutes Brad's trying to wrap it up. I'm just let it fucking roll.
Yeah, you did. You were starting to get aggressive.
It's incredible. I really hope that we can all
I just kept
and cut out the best bits.
The best gift you could give to me is not doing that and never making me ever have to watch it.
It's incredible. So on the 12th episode last year, for those of you who haven't seen it, which is everyone, I don't know how I stayed the most sober. I didn't drink as much as everyone else for sure, but I also had way too much to drink.
Oh, I remember why. Because right before we started, you went and got a sumo-sized fucking
but still, I drank. I don't know how. I think I only stayed cognizant because everyone else got so fucked up that I recognized the next level of everyone else. So that knocked me down a peg because I was like, holy shit, everyone else is really drunk. So therefore, I'm less drunk. So the self-actualization of how sober I was by comparison. And I kept being like, all right, thanks you guys for tuning in. And Andrew would like point at me, he's like, no, keep it rolling. We're going to keep this rolling. I was like, okay. And then I left for quite some time, like probably 40 minutes. And then I went and visited with Andrew's mother outside.
It's incredible. Like that podcast is very incredible. It's just so many phases.
It hurts me that it both hurts me and makes me happy that I'm the only one who hasn't, or group who hasn't seen it.
I think it's like it's the length of.
I never watched the whole thing.
What?
I've only watched my own highlight reel that I've skipped through to.
I've only ever watched like the last hour because it's fucking incredible. But
it's a lot of incoherent babbling. Like,
oh yeah,
You can't even understand.
I stopped speaking at hour 3, I think, and then I'm so drunk that I can't talk anymore. I just smile, kind of.
I guess the saving grace for me is that everyone except for Brad was also the most drunk they've ever been in their life.
Yeah, like you don't need to be embarrassed about being drunk in front of me. I don't care. And the other people that were on the podcast were so fucked up it doesn't matter.
And they don't remember.
No, I didn't remember a goddamn thing. I love those. Like I'm so drunk I don't register what's going on, and the two people who were on were Aspen and Greek Beverage, Lee Wolves. They were our special guests, and they keep talking literally behind my back. Like they whisper behind my back and do a little meeting, and then like we'll talk to Andrew or whatever. So they'll like converge behind my back, talk, and then keep talking. It's so fucking funny.
I don't remember very much. All I remember is that I remember a couple snippets. I remember Brad, from my perception, had challenged me and my ability to drink, and then so I drank a big like flower vase full of rum and eggnog.
God.
I'm like, pour me another fucking rum and eggnog if you think you're. I drank Brad's portion of the. That's how you get so drunk. I drank your portion of the fucking growers coolers, and your portion of the rum and eggnogs.
We drank all the drinks, didn't we?
Oh yeah. And way more.
Oh yeah, we drank them by like hour 3, and then and then it was like 2 hours of
there
sitting
was
there
so
drunk.
much fucking alcohol. Like it took like well over an hour to get everything poured and mixed and ready to go.
And then it was and then there was for sure like 2 hours of the podcast which is just sitting there drunk. Like there's no drinking happening. We're just drunk as shit.
I remember I was so hungover the next morning. I never puked the next day, and the entire next day I was like vomiting.
Yeah. I don't think I puked at all. I think I was just in a serious amount of pain.
I puked when I got home, and then the next morning I woke up and I puked.
It was so funny. I went out because Andrew's mother came to get him because she anticipated the podcast coming to an end before half of a full work day. So she showed up like an hour before we were supposed to end. She's like, yeah, I told Andrew I was coming to get him. And then I come out, like I'm talking to her, and she's like, holy fuck, you're drunk. I'm like, lady, if you think I'm drunk, you got something else coming because I am Mr. Sober.
Yeah.
And then, anyway, one thing I would like to do on this momentous occasion, number 5, let's go back through the first 5 years of the podcast and talk about some of our favorite moments.
Just the podcast in general?
Yeah, the Christmas podcast.
Christmas podcast in general. Well, I'm going to start with saying that it's like Sammy K. Like, so if you follow this podcast at all, you know every year we use the same theme song. Sammy K, Don't Wait for the Night Before Christmas to be good. And it started with us looking for a public domain Christmas song.
For a short film.
Yeah, right. That's what it was. So I totally forgot about that. So year 0 even? Like before Prehistoric Productions was even really a thing?
It was the year we did Molly.
Yeah, same year.
The first Molly.
It was a pretty ambitious project, actually.
It had like the laughter effects and stuff. We shot this weird fucking Christmas video. What was it?
It was part of the whole
the whole idea is
Office Antics thing.
Office Antics thing, and the whole idea is all of our Office Antics things connect, and that I'm this evil CEO who figured out a way to clone you guys.
The spinning chair.
Yeah.
Right. I gotta watch it again. I completely forgot about the like.
Andrew's like the cloth.
And the whole idea was we had to come up with a video. Right. I completely forgot. So yeah,
and then your After Effects failed.
Like glitches out randomly.
Drugs,
yeah.
alcohol, drugs.
And it like almost looks like it's on purpose.
It very much reminds me of that the highlight reel with the alien that like glitched
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
and Brad
yeah.
saved the glitch because it looks so weird.
One thing I will say is the very special, the very prehistoric Christmas special is very artsy to watch because I had a horrid choice in facial hair at that point, and I just had this
facial hair.
awful little tuft
Oh.
of chin hair and no mustache.
Is that back when you were
Well, maybe I
working
did a goatee thing.
and you had the...
Yeah, like when I was spraying, so I
Yeah,
couldn't.
just-
Couldn't have anything on my face. So I had this awful little goatee thing, and then after the summer was over, I just kept it like that.
It works for the video. Really well.
Yeah, it does. And anyway, so we filmed that little film, and we found the Sammy K song.
Yeah, because it's on public domain, which I guess isn't public domain at all. But it was recorded like the fucking 20s. Like I don't know why it's not public domain. But yeah, and then because we had such a sentimental attachment to it from that short, we like transitioned it to the podcast. Weird. Anyways, yeah, Sammy K.
We'll
Thanks
put a
lot.
link to A Very Prehistoric Christmas in the description
We will.
for the video.
Everyone should watch it.
I gotta say my favorite memory is year 3 when we had Kelby on for the 12th episode where we did all the drinks. And then the next day
Did we drink up and drink down twice?
No. Well, we drank each individual episode. We did like 11, whatever. And then the 12th episode was
12. Sorry.
everything plus number 12.
Yeah,
12,
right,
and then,
yeah.
12 and then back down.
We did that twice then, because we did that with the beverages.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did the same thing.
We did the drink up and drink down again?
Yeah.
Are you sure we just did 12? Oh, yeah.
No,
okay.
Yeah, we did. No, yeah, we did.
But on the 12th episode, you do.
We
numbers.
were so
you do
the Kelby
you do-
one. We were fucked out of our minds.
Well, I
again.
think, but also we upped the ante on the Gregan Aspen
Yeah,
one, which
right.
we were so fucked
I think the problem was we had more
shooters.
harder alcohol
Yeah.
and stuff.
We
Yeah.
also did like a Mickey of rye.
Yeah.
Instead of just like a tester of rye whiskey, it was like, and a Mickey of rye.
Anyway,
whiskey.
sorry, I cut you off, Andrew.
But I was puking on that one. Like,
Oh, the three of us.
Kelly,
did
yeah, we all
puke
puked.
boys.
Yeah, the puke boys.
We went outside and puked in the snow, and Kelsey had to walk through our
Vomit.
frozen vomit.
Yeah, that was a tough
And
one.
they put flour on it.
Brad put flour on it, which just made it worse.
Well, it made it better until it melted.
And then it stained the grass with white flour. That was
It
so
was just
weird.
like from that one video where we deloused you. There was just
Flour.
just flour everywhere in that back.
Like, I almost lost the most important person of my life
Because
over
of the flour?
puke flour incident.
You really did? Was she that upset?
Oh, it was just like a very tumultuous time with her work and stuff, and it was just like, she came home, there's puke everywhere, and she's
It's
like,
like, I
I'm gonna
can't do this.
fucking hate you so much.
Really?
Yeah, that was almost couch sleeping.
No.
But the flour helped.
Sorry, Kels.
Sorry, Kelsey. You should have been back.
And then she was just like, I was like, I didn't puke. It was everyone else. She's like, first of all, I don't care. Number two, I don't believe you. Like, you were probably one of the ones puking. Don't lie to me. You
Don't lie to me.
Anyway, you were going to finish that thought. Adam.
Yeah, so we did that crazy day, and then the next day, we went and decided to film Beta Cuck.
Yes.
So everyone was so hungover, we went and filmed Beta Cuck.
Which I am still very, very proud of.
It's one of our better things.
Great
today.
piece of motion picture.
Yeah. Like, everything's good about it. Cinematography, writing, it's all good. Beginning to end. Acting.
The
Looks
effects work.
beautiful. Sounds beautiful.
Kelby for sure sells it.
Calby is incredible. He might be the funniest person. I'll say this a lot. Kelly Coburn, the fact that he is not a YouTube megastar is really sad. Like, he's very, very, very funny.
The only thing I wish we had was I wish we had these pop filters when we did that.
Yes, me too. Absolutely.
It really would have added to it in a very subtle but meaningful way.
It would have looked more professional for sure.
One of my favorite memories I only just remembered now was in the first podcast of Christmas. I'll say two memories. The first one is I like the one on the deck because it's really funny and totally earnest and like we're like really trying really hard.
Oh yeah,
'Cause the
Was
very
that-
first
oh,
episode's
because
on
it's
my
all
first
Phil
track.
Pock, right? Yeah.
And then we like took that vase and taped the sound recorder to it with the multi-directional mic on it.
And we used a phone,
Yeah.
my phone, to record
Record
the
it.
wide.
And then so in addition to that, we had one of the episodes we did gingerbread houses. I'm sure that was number one, or was it number two?
I think it was
That was the first one.
Well,
yeah.
that's like because the first 12 podcasts was we tried a bunch of gimmicks. Like we tried to do a bunch of stuff.
And
It was back in the days of multiple camera angles and like
Yeah.
600 cuts an episode.
Yeah, and just like dying.
so We all, if you look back on that episode, I believe it's like episode 5 or episode 6, you'll tell in the description. We go about naming our families
And talk about
what the families do.
like what their lives are like, and yeah.
I was like, you.
Oh, in like the gingerbread house families.
Yeah.
I thought you meant we talked about our own
No.
family.
We talk about the gingerbread house families.
Yeah.
So we build 3 gingerbread houses, and then we like fictionally create stories about the families that live in the houses, and like they're very, very in depth.
And mine was a mid-20s Mormon family expecting their first child.
And mine was a voyeur.
Yeah, and watched my young, sexy Mormon couple dress and undress.
I don't remember what I did.
Doctors, I believe, from Wisconsin, originally,
I don't know.
or from Pensacola, Florida.
Sure.
Anyway, Francois,
Yeah.
favorite memory? One of them? I just want to keep cycling through. I want to talk about it until we get through some of the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
The prehistoric Christmas thing I'm going to watch right after this is over.
Yeah. I also kind of want to watch that bad. I'm trying to remember like specific.
I'm
Things.
past cringing over that old stuff because it's so old now.
Yeah, now it's so old.
Like it's past like we just
Now it's cute.
like even doing it like 3 years ago is like ugh, but like that's like 6 years ago.
No, it's cute now.
I look at it the same way I look at like I have a couple of our films from Luther.
Yeah, student film shit. At that point, nobody had given us money to do anything.
Well, it's like James Rolfe. That's what I always think about. Is like how people just wanted to see his home videos and shit,
Yeah.
and so he just put it all online. Yeah. I think of like another specific Tall Podcast Christmas memory.
There's guests we had on.
One of my favorite guests of all time was Eliza Doyle.
That
Yeah,
was
she's
such a
very
fun
good.
one.
It was
Yeah.
such a fun one. We talked about supernatural stuff and her banjo career, and yeah, she was super into it. What a fun time.
I really enjoyed Paul Kuzbek as a guest. He like dressed.
Yeah.
He dressed, putting a sweater on. He got dressed for the occasion, and the conversation was really good with him. He's a very soft-spoken individual, which we are not.
But once we got into it though, he was like having a conversation.
Oh yeah, he's just like his voice is like, he's just got like a lower voice.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that was really good. It was nice to have some of our fans on over the years. I'm not going to name any names to specifically point out which ones are better than the others. But
I've recently heard through several different outlets that one of our fans designed a
You didn't know
jersey
that?
for a professional team.
you didn't know that?
Well, no, I've only seen it about 7 different places on social media and now on the news.
Yeah.
So in case you're unaware,
Go ahead.
congratulations to Dallas Kilpatrick for that opportunity seized and won.
You know he was on CTV?
Yeah, I watched somebody put it on Facebook.
Yeah. So congratulations, Dallas.
To Dallas.
To Dallas.
That's who I was talking about being the better guest, not Sweet. Anyway, to Dallas.
Which Dallas?
Kirkpatrick. Oh no, what? Okay, this is a fucking hilarious,
Kirkpatrick.
very small joke, but I don't know if it was like the original newscast or somebody else sharing it, like a CTV sharing it or like something else.
Mm-hmm.
But it said like congratulations to Dallas Fitzpatrick. So Dallas Snapchatted it and said, "Congrats, Fitzy," and I just thought that was amazing. Or congratulate. Good work to old Fitzy or something like it was fucking amazing.
That was fucking funny.
Old Fitzpatrick. And then the CTV article. His wife, she has a professional career. I won't name her name, but his wife took a photo of a screenshot. I think from the CTV article, and it was like, "Congratulations to Jersey Boy" or something. It's like, "To the Jersey Boy," and I was like, "Oh my God, you're one of the Jerseys." He's like, "You may have heard of the Jersey Man, but this is the Jersey Boy."
Well, Jersey Boys. That's a fucking.
Isn't that incredible?
There's the Jerky
Music.
Boys.
Yeah, Jerky Boys. Any other favorite memories? We're definitely going to snuff a few of you. I'm sorry. Not snuff.
Snub.
Ooh, snuff.
I really liked the ones we did driving in the car, just because it was like they were so bad and like we tried. It was like, hey, we're driving, we might as well podcast.
It was kind of fun.
It was fun to do them. It gave the car ride purpose, like setting up the car.
Yeah, I think one day we'll figure those out better.
You just need expensive microphones, is what.
Yeah, or like
comes down to.
lavs.
Or labs.
Yeah, labs. That would be really good.
I will say,
I like the Bradwell Down Unders ones we did on the way to Metallica turned out pretty well.
Those were funny. It's too bad. It's really too bad that cause we only did audio, right?
Yeah, the video fucked up.
Yeah, the video fucked. Or we didn't bring a card or something that was big enough. I can't remember what specifically happened, but because
the batteries wouldn't last for the trip.
Because it was
we
the
plugged
first.
it in,
It was the
was
first
so-
few that we videoed, and then
It's because it switched. We switched it over, and then it switched to time lapse. So time lapse.
all right.
recorded instead
Yeah, I
of
remember
frozen.
that. Now.
But I will say that you still see a lack of quality in carpool karaoke and comedians in cars having coffee. Like, there's nobody has found out a really like high quality cinematic way to do those fucking in car conversations.
Doesn't you just can't? You can only put those tiny little cameras in there.
So
the only way to
fuck you, Jerry. We did it just as good as we could. Seinfeld.
Yeah,
He doesn't give a fuck.
He's one of our harshest critics.
Jerry Seinfeld.
I would feel like if Jerry Seinfeld watched this program, yes, he would be one of our harshest critics.
I feel like he would just move on with his day because it's not even worth his time to make a comment.
I don't know if he has enough things going on to worry about having all this time being wasted.
Does he have a show or something?
Yeah, comedians, cars, getting coffee.
But like that seems so sporadic.
That's all he does.
That's the only thing.
I mean, they sold the rights to sign up for $1 billion.
Count his money, I guess, as well.
There's an amazing little sketch where I don't know if he's being earnest or joking, but he's on a show with like Conan or Jimmy Fallon, and they're like, well, what do you do? Like this and that, and they're like, what are you up to? And like, how is your life? And he's like, Jimmy, like it's really good. I go to all the places you can't afford with my family and do all the best things. Like, what do you want me to say? It's like I'm lavishly wealthy and hugely popular. I go to all the most amazing places constantly. All I do is go to the greatest places in the world, all hand pampered with my family, and we do all the best things. We drink the finest drinks and we eat the finest foods 365 days a year. I'm a multi-hundred millionaire. Like, what do you... you want me to explain each? Like, he gets kind of like... He's like, do you want me to go and explain, like, each... It's like, yes, we swam... We took Himalayan mountain snow and then melted it in a pool, and we swam in it while we ate caviar. Like, what else do you want? And he does, like... Jerry Seinfeld's not one of the billionaires. It's like, we're trying to clean water in Africa. Like, He's like, I just go and everything is
Success.
everything is so filtered. Like
His
anything that goes into my body goes through a very fine filter.
my only problem with him is like he still dresses so poorly.
Because
Like,
he's a fucking New York Jew.
I know.
That's why.
What he actually because I watched the Jimmy Fallon thing too. The one thing is funny. He's like there's a stage in every man's life where he stops looking cool in jeans.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And then you're done. And he like looks at Jimmy. He's like he pulls up a picture of Jimmy Fallon. He's like, you've hit that. And he like points to this picture of Jimmy Fallon where he's wearing jeans. He looks like a fucking idiot. He's like, you are now there, my friend. It's like you and me. We can never look cool in jeans again.
It's true. Older guys don't look good in jeans.
No, they don't. That's the thing. They look like dad.
Yeah.
They just look like, hey, dad. Like that's it. Like one day you hit dad. And then that's
Yeah,
it.
you got to start wearing like semi-formal casual pants if you want to start.
Or wear jeans. Like wear jeans. It's just like you. Right now, if I wore jeans, it'd be like I'm a hip young guy. But like, whatever. 15 years from now, it's nope. It's not gonna work.
Jigs up.
Jigs up, boy.
Another favorite episode of the podcast. Actually, probably my number one memory. Number one. The Shot Trick podcast. Where we got you to drink a bunch of our
Oh,
we drank
Was that a
iced
12
tea.
podcast one?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That was
We
rough.
had you fucking hook, line, and sinker right
yeah.
until the very end.
Mhm.
You were so upset, as you should have been.
Yeah, that was a nasty trick.
And like Francois can attest to this. I am not a practical joker.
No.
In any sense of the word. That is the greatest practical joke
No,
I've ever played.
I think that's why it worked that it did because we don't play practical jokes ever.
Yeah,
So that's that's half of why it worked too is because it's not something I expect from this group of individuals.
And fuck did we bet you over and fucked you like that doll with a big fucking cock.
Yeah, I drank the whole bottle.
And you had no idea until the very end.
No. It wasn't until
Andrew took that huge...
and then
Oh, it was
what's really
you-
sad
It was you that ruined
what's really sad is I'm concerned for you in that moment, and then I really wish I could take any concern I've ever felt back.
But it's for
Like you feel. I remember because like you finished. I'm like, fuck. I need to catch up with Francois. Grab it. I'm like pretending to puke, and Francois was like, no, don't do that. No. And like I drink like, not like way more than I ever could have, but like a reasonable amount that someone could.
Yeah.
There was
drink.
somebody drank an amount that I was like, no.
Then Brad's like, no, I have to catch up to both of you now. And Brad grabbed it, like drained the rest of the fucking
Yeah, I
thing.
remember seeing that and being like, that man cannot.
A man cannot drink such volume.
So that was, and then
I said when I was like, let me smell it.
And then I was like,
And
don't
then-
give it back to me.
And then it was sent.
we had the little precursor where Andrew and I like filmed ourselves going and getting the empty liquor.
That was
bottle.
really good. That was exciting for me because like that was a nice treat for me.
It was so silly though because we filmed it, and then Brad left it on both Google Drive and on the fucking desktop of the main computer. Super secret podcast intro, and just left it up there. And if you had like gone to look at either of them in the days leading up to the podcast, we would have been found out.
Yeah.
I like playing
No, I know, but it's funny.
balls to the walls.
It did play so well. The, like,
Right under my nose.
Fran and in 3, 2, 1, and then it cuts. 3, 2, 1. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Hands down the best, the most.
Like
tricked.
you watched it?
Oh yeah. It's the most tricked I've ever been. Hands down. Oh yeah, back there I used to watch all of these. For sure.
You had no. I know a big part of how you got tricked is just like you didn't question us at all. And we're like, yeah, we're gonna do a drinking competition. You drink peach schnapps, we're gonna drink rye.
No, because once again, it was still in that phase where we tried to come up with gimmicks.
Yeah.
So it very much was kind of like a gimmicky
Yeah,
thing.
like I'm so drunk off this barefoot. Drink a punch here.
Hey!
He's drinking the beer. Oh my god.
You know, we should do an opposite someday. You and I should fill a peach bottle with water.
No. It's me versus you two. That's it.
No, not you and I.
The lines were drawn.
Oh,
What are
I'm
you talking
saying
about?
Andrew and I.
Oh, you and Andrew, yeah.
We fill a bottle with peach schnapps, and then we drink hard alcohol and put peach flavoring in with schnapps. And then Franz was confused as to why
You
he
guys
can't
were
get
both
drunk.
like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. And then we
We're having a
fucking
great
got,
time. We're fucking drunk. You're sitting there sober.
we fucking got you good. And just like piss is just leaking running down our legs. Like we fucking got you good, you cocksucker.
Now you have to make sure we both don't die.
Yeah, and I'm
Just
pretty close. Also, another favorite was the final podcast at 17 Lindsay Drive, where we sat around the light.
We did like a
pits.
special, we did like a special thing.
Yeah. The final Lindsay Drive podcast.
Yeah, we've already lived like quite a bit of life, just like Prehistoric Productions on. Like we've had quite a bit of time. Was that year 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because year 3 was here.
Yeah.
This is the first year we've done more Christmas podcasts than at Lindsay.
Yeah, this is the first.
3, 4, and this is 5. Yeah.
I really love we came up with like a set because like Lindsay was very much just like table.
Well, there was also like
We did
no
do the
room
greens,
to do anything.
and then we tried doing the green screen thing for a while. But
It just was way too much work.
yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, I like that we came up with a little set.
Like it's so funny now. If like one of us had suggested, it's like we should put 3 GoPros up and cut the podcast back and forth for an hour. It's like not a fucking chance.
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't even do that if we had other people to do the editing.
Like that's literally like cutting a music video for an hour.
I gotta say, it's like it's back when we didn't have as much other stuff going on,
Yeah.
so it was it's actually I think good. Like it very much got
Yeah, it taught us
us
something.
more used to like using Premiere.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, it probably was great for our early development just to like get that.
Well, and just also
Used
I
to
think
that
just,
shit.
just learning how unfeasible that is and what actually
yeah.
goes into fucking editing something.
What's practical, yeah.
Another favorite memory.
My favorite memory.
Really, really enjoyed episode or season 3 and 4 intros.
Which
Yeah.
ones were those ones?
The nod that nobody got for the episode from the season 3.
That's season 3 with the fire.
Yeah.
The trivia, yeah.
Yeah.
And then season 4 is where I got very ambitious with my sexual predators.
I
and stuff.
loved that we had the fake snow and the slider shot.
Yeah, that's
And then,
right when we got the slider. It
And
was
then
like,
light the fucking 90s trivia on fire with the tree in the
did
back.
anybody get that? Like, did Dallas?
I
get
think
that?
Dallas got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that 90s trivia.
Oh, it was such shit. Like, none of it was. We didn't know a single fucking thing.
Like, you can't tell me. We probably went through 150 trivia cards. There wasn't one question about Friends.
And we
Like, ask us a question about Friends.
it was so embarrassing for us. I remember we were like, "Oh, we're
got-
gonna be so good
I
at
got
this.
like
Like,
one
we
or
know
two,
so
yeah.
much. We know so much about the '90s. Like, we're gonna be so good." And
I
we
knew like
fucking
like
sucked.
90s pop culture. I figured we could get. But
The pop ones, I didn't know. Like, here's the things that I know were never mentioned. Nirvana was never mentioned in any of the cards we read. The show of Friends, Seinfeld was never mentioned. Anything to do with Academy Awards, I don't know any films that were mentioned. Historical events, things about Gulf War, Middle Eastern conflict,
I think it's one of those things where it's like
anything with Clinton or Herbert Walker. Like, there was no American presidential trivia.
I don't really know too much about enough about that, but
You would know enough to answer one of them.
oh
Or
yeah,
even no.
basic stuff. But
I don't even know. I didn't even have context for any of the questions.
But I'm thinking it's like, how old do you think that '90s trivia box was? Because like, even if I think about the early millennium, like I was thinking about this the other day. Jack Nicholson doesn't exist anymore. He was such a thing for me growing up, and now he's nothing. He doesn't do anything. You don't hear about him.
Really?
I know, but I'm just saying it's weird how a celebrity can be very prominent.
Yeah, he
one-
was also like, I win every Academy Award, and I'm always like the guy.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's like, because people, like, obviously people die and live their lives, but it's just like, it's so bizarre how people can, like, just exist 1 second and then just completely not exist the next second.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, it's like, so there's probably all this early 90s stuff. That's the thing, all that 90s stuff where it's like about all these people like that we were just too young at the time that we didn't register. So we know all this, like, super tertiary basic 90s trivia.
Very mainstream.
But it's like we don't know about any of like the people who were like they're only relevant. They were only relevant for like a year in the '90s, like that kind of shit.
Yeah. Very specific to someone who lived in the 90s.
Yeah,
I'm
you'd have to be like
but I have to go to the restroom.
the
Yeah,
rest.
we should end this anyways. I have to head out. So we started at 10 too. So
Right. Well, I'm just gonna let me go to the restroom. I really have to go.
Go to the restroom, come back, and we'll polish her off.
now we need to do a prank on Brad next time.
No, I don't like this.
Yes.
Both of you keep trying to team up with me, and I'm against you. It's me against the world.
Okay.
Like, I need to come up with something to trick both of you, which is very difficult, and it's going to take me a long time to figure out what it is.
I don't think it's going to be as difficult as you think.
Well, I'll come with something eventually, but like it's going to take some. That's the thing. I don't want to just match. I want to elevate. I want to take it to the next level.
Escalate.
Escalation. Yes, that's what I want.
I don't know if you do want that.
I do. You attack Pearl Harbor. It's time for Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's what it is.
Well, I think it's more like your thing is going to be Pearl Harbor and our thing is going to be.
Well, that doesn't make sense because Pearl Harbor happened before.
I know, but Nagasaki ended it.
Huh?
Hiroshima and Nagasaki ended it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's going to be us.
Be excited. Be excited for the end. Anticipate the end. Like
We'll
a
see.
Christian anticipates Armageddon.
We'll see what happens.
Exactly.
We'll see what happens.
Exactly.
Mhm.
We'll see.
We will see.
We'll see.
We'll see. won't
We will see.
Oh, God.
Sounded like a dragon.
It's very not good.
You got some indigestion going on?
A little bit.
Burger King not sitting well?
It's almost like every time I eat Burger King, I'm like, I shouldn't have done that.
It might be the sloppiest burger. Like, did you get a Whopper? What'd you get?
I can't even remember. Some garbage burger.
I fucking
Meat
hate
garbage.
Whoppers. I wish Whoppers had lettuce, like nice. If a Whopper had crisp lettuce on it, I would love it.
I hate that it was convenient. It was the only thing that was convenient to pick up on our way back from getting stuff.
Were you guys at Preston?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
This nice little, like,
Separation,
Yeah.
church and state.
it's cute.
This is it. We did it.
Yeah.
And as always, Prehistoric the 12 Podcasts of Christmas is brought to you by Sweet Sippin' Canadian Maple Whiskey.
Maybe we have a little slug of that to end her off.
Better for podcasting at Christmas than it is for podcasting
At
in summer.
Halloween.
It's really good stuff.
No, it's, yeah, it also makes me, like, shiver. Ooh, what a drag.
It's not really alcohol content, and this will be the most anti-Canadian thing you've ever heard, but I don't really like maple syrup.
I can't even remember the last time I had maple syrup. It's like I almost exclusively eat Aunt Jemima. Which is like, what kind of syrup is that even?
It's corn syrup.
Corns, but like flavored with what?
Like
Fructose.
maple.
Sugar? Like
it's
corn
just-
syrup
it's
and
just-
sugar?
It's just corn syrup. It's not even really maple syrup at all.
Well, because
It's not maple flavored.
you can get Aunt Jemima maple, I think. You can get maple
Yeah, you
syrup.
can also get Aunt Jemima butter flavored.
Yeah, but like, what's the original one? What are
It's
they?
just like
It's
High
fake
fructose
maple
Like
syrup.
their proprietary flavor, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just whatever.
molasses flavored. Like,
Tastes incredible. I fucking love it. Like, that's not saying. Aunt Jemima fucking writes. Love Aunt Jemima.
Real maple syrup is where it's at.
I don't like real maple syrup. I don't like Aunt Jemima. I'm a choke cherry guy. We're the Prehistoric Gang. I'm the Bison Wilderness. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next year.